Ohayou gozaimasu, Mae desu. Okay, so today's video is going to be on DevilMan Crybaby. Now this is something I just recently sort of watched and I was honestly shocked to watch it and found it so good. So let's just get into it. Okay, so Akira's best friend tells him that ancient demons have basically returned to take back the world and suggests that he reunite with a demon and become one himself. Now that happens successfully and he transforms into the DevilMan, a being with demon powers, but he also retains the soul of a human. So he's basically a hybrid, like half human, half demon. And this sends Akira into a brutal, degenerate war against evil. With fear that demons gripping the world, humanity devolves into paranormal and violence, and Akira sets out to save other demon-human hybrids like himself. Now, that's what basically the synopsis of what the actual thing is. So basically, Akira is forced to turn into a demon by his best friend, which is a dog move in my opinion. Like, dude, not cool. But yes, cool, kinda, because Akira actually turns into a badass. Like, that glow up is real, ladies. Oh my god. So after being made into a beast, he has to go around killing other demons because demons are going to take over. And he realizes that his friend is actually using him and takes revenge with the other hybrids because they still have a heart and a soul and possess human traits. So they're not actually demons in Akira's mind. He wants to save them. And a lot of people actually turn into demons and he joins forces with them all instead of killing them. So he saves them and, makes friends with them and kind of goes against his own best friend over, what he was supposed to do. So there's a lot of weird themes throughout this anime. For example, devil, demon beings, inappropriate drug and alcohol abuse and sex scenes, BL relations, rapping and poetry and gory battles. So it's honestly all over the place. The overall concept of this anime is strange, as if it doesn't follow a particular setting or strong storyline. It's as if the creator thought, well, I like rapping, hentai, BL, and supernatural themes, as well as gore, so how do I mash them all together, basically? This anime is really something else. It is so odd and strange, which makes it so awesome and addictive, because it's so something else. It's odd as. So, let's watch a little bit of it, okay? Alrighty. So, oh, the scene was so sad. Oh, Run! Yeah. Nasty. That face though. And he turns into the scream. Oof, who's that bad boy? Look at that face. Funny. All serious and shit. Very gruesome, like I said. Oh god. Gore is definitely one of its themes. Okay, so it's hard for me, it's really hard for me to recommend it, as I believe it's more or less for a certain type of person. I feel like there would be a lot of mixed critics about the anime because all the themes and because of the themes, I suppose, yeah, because of all the themes and the average viewing ages, it's not for children, and it's in my opinion it'd be like more or less for like 16, 18 plus. Yeah, it's more of like that type of age kind of directed anime. I don't think it's definitely, it'd be bad if it was for anyone younger. It does briefly follow a storyline, but it is broken up essentially to cater for the other themes that you will see throughout. But all seriousness aside, there is something about this anime that is honestly genius. I honestly can't work it out or why it's genius, but it is. I approve. Mae-san approves. I think my approval comes from like the fact that it's so random and it's so strange and yet so interesting. Like it's just banging. Like, you know, the rap scenes honestly crack me up the whole time you're watching. Like, you're either an OMG emoji face or laughing or like bobbing away at all the poetry. This anime is banging. I honestly approve. So let's watch some of the rap scenes just because they're honestly legendary. Makes me so happy. Ready guys?
ここじゃ成功ってやつ雲隠れ俺たちの未来と空の色はグレー常に空気変わりし水もだね喘息が蔓延して身が持たね神様も逃げ出す最底辺なら首残すこの目しか見れない経験数々な生活できない贅沢全てが窮屈でも唯一の本当の家じゃなく名前だけこの決意に甘えはねクソみてえなこの街また今日もリアカーをフォローだ未だに見えねえ未来来ない時代そうややる気しない
Fuck, this is my jam. Alright. That's funny. That's so funny. That is my jam. That is literally my jam. Okay. Alright, so this anime is familiar in a way to Berserk. If anyone has seen the original Berserk, you will know what I'm talking about. It carries some, and when I say some, I mean the last episode of Berserk in particular. And the relationship between Guts and Griffith, like that's sort of the relationship between Akira and his friend. Now, I'm not saying they are on par with each other because to me, Berserk is on, you know, like it's up there on my list, and I'll tell you more about it. I'll actually make a video about Berserk as well in a later date, so I'll tell you more about it then. So, okay, Akira actually has a love interest in this anime, but it doesn't progress even though he loves her a lot. But, you know, he's really busy killing demons and whatnot. Another thing you will notice about Akira is he is so sooky. Hence the title DevilMan Crybaby, because he cries like ugly cries all the time. And that's usually when he unleashes his best battle tactics, because he's so sad. Poor Akira. So it works for him, but gosh, the animation is ugly. It's not a good look for him. But hey, that's probably what most people look like, including myself, when they cry that much. Although I don't think anyone could be more passionate when it comes to Akira when such the way that he cries. Like, I've never seen anyone passionately cry about the little things that he does. He crazily cries over the most smallest things that just wouldn't be a thing, you know, but that's kind of all a part of his character, and that's what really makes him the crybaby, you know. He's also badass, but he's also a crybaby. Now, in saying that, I'm not mocking the animator's drawing abilities or anything like that, but the quality isn't as high as other animes that you will see or have seen. However, this anime doesn't need to. It doesn't need to rely on animation, in my opinion, because it has many other traits that save it, you know, from each of these qualities, including the animation, make it so genius. They just give you a wow factor. Everything in the anime just gives you like this wow factor, whether it's a good or a bad reaction to the anime itself. You'll never forget this anime. That's kind of what gives it. I've just worked it out, guys. That's what gives it, you know, its genius appeal. It's because it's an anime you won't forget when you watch it. And that's what makes it genius. It's an abnormally remarkable series. I'll say that. That's kind of my opinion on the anime as a whole. Now, the genre, as stated, is dark fantasy with strong violence and sexual themes, which, like I said before, in terms of animation, suits it perfectly. At the moment, it is one season, judging by how it ends. I would say that there isn't going to be another season, but I could be wrong. Would I recommend this anime? Yes and no. Yes, it's honestly awesome, and it's the right amount of weird to make it memorable, and like the rap scenes, they really make it for me. That's the, you know, the comedy side of it that just for me makes me laugh and enjoy the anime, even though they're like some serious raps about like all the political stuff, I suppose, or all the stuff that's going on. And no, because the concepts are quite dark and it, you know, and jumbles with the storyline. The storyline is quite weak, in my opinion, and random. So whether or not you watch this anime is obviously going to be up to you guys. It's always up to you guys. But as far as recommendations go, yeah, go watch it. Go watch it. Definitely go watch it. Just to say you watched it. Because it's mind-boggling how creative it is. Like it's something. It's something. Now, time for Mae-san reviews. Okay, so for the storyline, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. Now, that's because the storyline is there, like you sort of understand the characters or whatnot. It's definitely there, but it isn't there all the time, and it's not a very strong storyline. It kind of just jumps all over the place between, you know, the odd concepts, like I was saying. It's basically like the creators just threw it all together, all the things that he likes, which is awesome, I suppose. That's a bit of the creator in mind, which doesn't make it bad, but as far as storylines go, I don't think it deserves any more than a 3 out of my 5. Visual appeal, that's also going to get a 3 out of 5 because it's not very visually appealing, because it doesn't need to be, like I said, it doesn't need to be that appealing because it suits the dark fantasy theme and everything that's happening in the anime. The anime quality, the animation quality suits it perfectly. I don't think it needs to be better or worse. I think what it has is great for what it is, but it's not the best animation, obviously, I've seen, or maybe you guys have seen, so it will get a 3, but that's not to say that it's not great, because it is, in a way. Character relatability, now that's also going to get a 3 out of 5 as well, because it's not hard to relate to the characters, but in a way it sort of is, because, I mean, Akira is, well, he's a crybaby and he cries about things. You've got to be really, really passionate about everything to relate to him, I feel. Some of the scenes, of course, you can relate to, and the characters, you know, they have a lot of really strong characters in there that are actually really admirable and really, really great characters, which you will relate to, that I haven't mentioned in this little video. Basically, I just want to make a little fun little video of this anime, because I don't really, it's not really something that you can review, like review. I kind of want to just throw this one out there because it's something I've just recently watched, and it's just crazy. It's crazy, that's what it is, and it's genius, and I want you guys to maybe watch it, maybe don't watch it, I don't know. But it's definitely something I want to review because it's something I thought was really awesome and cool. Now, the length of the anime, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 because at the moment it's one season. I don't think it needs more than that. It ends pretty definitely. But they could do another season, of course. They could do some throwbacks or whatnot of, you know, past storylines or whatever, or maybe do it from a different perspective. They could make a new season, but I don't think it needs one. It's kind of cutthroat at the end. It doesn't need much to make it more. It kind of has everything it needs in the one season. So my overall rating is going to get a 6 out of 10. Because it's one I won't forget, and it's every bit of genius. So yeah, it can't get any higher rating in my ranks, because otherwise that'd be unfair to the other animes I have watched. But so this rating's pretty solid for me. I definitely think it's awesome, and I can't stress that enough. That's just my personal opinion, but it's very abstract, and you've got to like abstract things to, you know, like it and relate to it or whatnot. Now, I enjoyed the anime a lot. I actually watched it in English dub because of where I watched it, unfortunately. Although one cool thing that I will add is all the rap scenes are actually in Japanese, and they have English subtitles, which I really, really like and appreciate, because if they would have translated it into an English actor, it definitely wouldn't have been as good. Unfortunately, when I do watch animes on this certain site or thing that I do, I don't change it. I forget to change it over to, you know, Japanese dub, English sub. So that's why I accidentally watched it in English. And I also watched it with my partner as well, so he doesn't want to watch it in Japanese, obviously. So yeah, I definitely prefer watching animes in English dub, in Japanese dub, English sub, because, you know, that is more my type of thing. But there are a lot of animes that I have watched in English dub, either by accident or, you know, whatnot. I have this rule actually where if I click onto an anime and I watch the first episode in either English dub or Japanese dub, I will continue with it, and I will stick with that, you know, language for that anime, and I won't switch it up or watch it in something different. I have my favorite anime of all time, which I won't reveal to you guys because I want you to try and guess what it is. My favorite anime of all time I watched is the first one I ever watched. I watched in English dub, and I accidentally watched it in English sub, Japanese dub, and it was horrible. It ruined it for me in a way, because the characters, I love their voices in the English dub, and when I watched the, you know, Japanese version, that just, no, they didn't sound as manly as I thought they would, so it kind of ruined it for me. So I always watch that one in particular in English dub, and that goes, I suppose, for this one. I won't watch it in Japanese dub because I've already seen it in this, and I don't really think it's an anime that you need to watch many times. It's not going to be one that I will watch all the time or watch over and over like a lot of the other animes that are my favorites. But yeah, so definitely go watch it if you want to. It is for, like I said, older, you know, people to watch, and it's definitely something that you've got to like. You've got to appreciate the abstract themes and the strangeness, and you've got to be basically, yeah, it's very uncensored and whatnot, so there's a lot of things in it, like I said, strong sex scenes, drug and alcohol abuse, things like that, that kind of, I guess, make it you know, you definitely don't watch it if you're younger than the ages of 16. I wouldn't recommend it for anyone under the ages of 16. But yeah, if you watch it, I hope you do go watch it, just for why not. It's great. I really, really like it. I appreciate this anime because it's just something different. It's something you don't see every day, and it's not something I'm used to watching. So yeah, definitely if you want to go watch it, watch it. I won't recommend it to you as strongly as my other ones because it's not really something that you can really recommend in a way. It's kind of down to personal preference. But yeah, I hope you like this video, and if you have any other animes that you want me to review, please drop them down below in the comments section. I'd really appreciate it if you guys gave me some animes to watch. New anime, I'm always looking for new animes in general to watch that I will really, really like. I'm quite picky with anime. So yeah, if you have any that you want me to go review, put them down below. If you just have some that you just think I just need to watch because I just need to watch them, put them down below. Also, please comment anything you like. You know, I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to hear what you thought of this video and your thoughts on this anime in particular. If you do go watch it, I would love to hear what you think. And if there's something I haven't covered that you want me to cover, please let me know, and I could probably redo it a little bit more specific so you get to understand all the different characters. But this one is pretty self-explanatory. It's something you just really have to watch yourself. I didn't want to go into much depth about the characters because it's realistically about one main character. That is Akira. He is the main character, and I definitely, yeah, that's all I really have to say about this one. It was just something really random and cool that I found and I watched, and yeah. So here's my video of that for you guys to have a look at. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I want to keep making videos like this one or better. Obviously, I'm still new. I'm getting used to the whole YouTube thing and editing and whatnot. So as time goes on, my videos will get better. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Bye!